What's up, everybody? It's your man King Real. Welcome to another episode of King's Court. Join as always, my man Jay Money and my man Max. What's up, Jay? What's up, Max?
What's up, y'all? Hey, it's another day, another dollar, man. We gotta find, you know what I'm saying, find a way to get to some money. We're gonna talk about some shit in the future reference here today, man. So we always think about getting it, even if we gotta get ahead or something.
No doubt. My man said the future reference, man. I should have worn my Marty McFly shirt, man. You said that. What's up, Max?
What's up, guys? No games tonight, not in NBA or NHL, but we can always talk about the future, be prepared to get the best lines as possible. And of course, we will talk about yesterday's game.
Yeah, yesterday's game and tomorrow's game that's getting ready to come up. Let me pull my chat up real quick. Probably won't have many people in here, man. We don't know NBA on today, but people will still show up and show us some love. But yeah, let's touch on yesterday, man. I missed yesterday's show. You guys, yesterday I had a fucking rough. Oh man, a rough day. My day started off in the morning. Wake up in the morning, argue with my daughter, take my son to school, do all my typical shit, get back. My landscaper already at my house. I already had told him what to do the day before, what he was supposed to do. I come back, my landscaper, and pulled out a whole bush in my backyard. He wasn't even supposed to touch the bush. He was supposed to just trim some dead things off my palm tree. He put up the whole damn bush. Since he put up the bush, he wants to charge me an extra $175. So let's just been an easy 125 for my friend in the backyard was gonna cost me $300. Yeah, we definitely had a falling out back there, brother. Yeah, we had a nice little disagreement. Ended up paying the man, didn't want to, but I paid the man because it was just like I pay you, get you out of my way. While I'm paying him, I look at the corner of my eye, and here comes an old ass lady, about 64 years old, walking into my backyard that has a gate. That she had to lift my gate up to come to my backyard. She's coming to the backyard. She just doesn't even acknowledge me. Stop talking to the landscaper, telling them that they need to change the plants in the front because they turn blue, and she would like to have them red with the rest of the houses in the neighborhood. I said, "Excuse me, lady, I own this home." Oh, I'm sorry, but I want you don't come back in my property. So I had to flash on my old ass lady, man. I felt so bad. I had to flash on her ass. I put her and the landscaper up the same damn time. I come back to my house. I hear a whistle. Go outside, y'all. My neighbor over the fence wants to talk to me about some random shit. He's asking me about the game yesterday. He's talking about his goddamn niece. I don't know him that well. I don't know his niece. We talked about half an hour about his motherfucking niece going to graduating school, getting ready to go to college. Come back in my house. My dog ate all my weed, Jay. He ate all of
Damn.
it, bro. He ate every piece of tree I had. I left my shit on the couch in my little box, in my shoe box. He ate everything, bro. I mean, every
The
kernel,
dog, the,
every stick of
real,
bud
the
I
dog
had,
gotta
bro.
get gassed up sometime too, man. The dog went and found it when it used his nose when it. Hey, this that happened to me before too. The dog that took something to my mama before, bro. I'm talking about when it found my shit in the closet when it took it to my mama. Like, what the fuck? What's going on? So, hey, for some reason they just got a nose for it. Maybe they like it, man.
Man, he had passed out. I look at him, he on the thing curled up in the ball. I ain't never seen him sleep that comfortable in his life. I'm like, all right, man, you know what? I'm about to go get me a drink. I bullshit around for a little bit, don't get a drink. I'm like, man, we gotta go pick up my son by now. So me and my wife had to go pick up the son. I'm driving down the street. I'm parked that light like this. I got a cop over here. This cop is literally hanging out his window like this, staring me down. And I'm like, what the hell are you staring at me so hard for and shit? Me and the wife go straight. He turned behind us and instantly pulled me over. I'm like, what? But I'm gonna get roll all four of your windows down with his hand on his pistol drawn. I'm like, what's up, bro? He's like, yo, registration expired. My registration expired. I'm instantly in my glove box, like, bro, my stuff right here. He don't move, don't do it. Put your hands on the thing. Put my hands on the steering wheel. He come handcuff me, take me out the car. Put my wife at the car, handcuff my wife, put us on the curb. Bro, running my shit. He had my name. He had all my shit. He's telling me that I'm not who I say I am. Everything match up with me, but he's telling me I'm still not the person who I say I am. My social security number don't match. I don't understand my social security don't match. I got a thing in the car that had my social security number on it, bro. Eventually, he tell me and my wife to park the car, give me a ticket. I can't even read what I got a ticket for, and tell me to park the car and walk. Now, if I better not come back to my car, he's gonna take me to jail. Bro, so then now I'm walking down Tropicana, bro. Somebody who watched the show texted me on my Twitter, say, "Real, is that you walking down Tropicana?" Picture walk Tropicana is like basically the whole stroll almost up here in Vegas. So basically, I gotta see you walking down the whole stroll, bro. Going to the homie house and get a ride to go home. I had the worst day of my life yesterday, bro. Possibly one of the worst days in a long time for me. And I missed the show, but I'm back today. So that's a long story of a long day, man. But I'm here today. I'm here, guys.
Yeah, and look, and that ain't fun. That's not funny. But when you say you got, you know what I'm saying, got caught down the whole stroll, yeah, that's that's a little funny there, bro. When you say it like that, somebody hit you up. Hey, Rail, that you, bro? Hey, what you was doing walking down that street over there, bro? What you was doing? Hey, Rail over here walking down Tropicana. Nah, man, hey, don't tell nobody.
That's how I felt, bro. I'm like, so y'all notice me now. You know when you do notice me, you see me walking down the goddamn street with my wife and my son, bro. I was so hot, bro. I was so pissed. I was so pissed. Had to get a ride from the homie to my house to get my other car to have my wife take me back up there till we get our car. We had to park, bro. It was a bunch of some crazy day yesterday, bro. But let's get into it, man. Another crazy day was the game yesterday, J Money, man. That Bucks game. I wasn't out here to break that down with you guys. I knew we all were leading the Bucks over here, but Toronto pulled through, came out, and won that game. And I heard Max, you were talking about guys who you expect to step up yesterday, step up in this series, and who haven't really stepped up in this series, step up. I mean, they're playing pretty fucking well out there. I mean, the one problem that I see, Jay Money, because I watched the game today and just watched a couple of little highlights and little things from the other games. The problem I think for the Bucks is Bledsoe, man. He's 11 for 45 from the field. He's 2 for 19 from three. He has a problem in these playoffs, man. Regular season, he got his money, he earned his money, but you earn your money in the playoffs, Jay. And I don't feel like Bledsoe's earning his money right now at all.
No, I don't think he earned his money, and like, I've been saying it. I think they should start Brogdon. I mean, you got to go. You got to make some type of lineup change here. Come back to the house, game five in a must-win game. I think they should start Brogdon here and put Bledsoe on the bench, man. Maybe that'll make him come out a little bit fired up. Maybe that'll piss him off. He'll come off the bench and maybe score 20 points. But I'm comfortable with Brogdon out there on Lowry. You know what I'm saying? As a starter, he's had enough games back now from the injury, like 5 or 6 games. He hiding really like Little Caesars, man. Let's throw him out there. Let's see if he can, you know what I'm saying, keep up with Lowry and score some baskets, which he's been doing both of those. So that's the main change I think that they should make out there. And Giannis, he just has to get pissed and drive to the hole. We'll see. I'm pretty sure he'll get his foul calls this game, especially with them being at the house. But the little 3-2 zone, the little 2-3 zone, they're kind of sort of running against a little pack line defense seems to be affecting them. You know what I'm saying? They just pretty much stopping him from driving. I mean, they're daring him to shoot. So he has to drive him to the hole regardless. And the whole thing is if he getting his foul calls and get the Raptors into foul trouble. So, I mean, we'll talk more about it tomorrow, but I don't give a damn. The Bucks are winning tomorrow. I mean, I'm not. The Raptors got their 2 games at the house like they were supposed to. Now it's game 5. Now the Bucks have 2 losses. You know what I'm saying? All the trends that we had off the 1 loss, oh, now it's off 2. I'm gonna be on the Bucks tomorrow, man. So I can't wait for the game. To be honest with you, I've already started parlaying shit with it today.
But you always start parlaying shit with it for today. I hear you. When you talk about you on some future shit, you definitely have some future shit already, Jay. When he got parlays going for tomorrow, Max. What's your take on that? And real quick, what Jake said about getting to the free throw line. I mean, the Bucks have gotten to the free throw line. I mean, they shot over 100 free throws in the series. Giannis is 26 for 41 from the free throw line. As a team, this team has missed 33 free throws. I mean, that's a lot of fucking free throws in 4 games, Max.
Yeah, as I was talking about it yesterday, and if you guys saw my tweets, I was roasting Eric Bledsoe's ass. Man, they cannot start that dude every game. It's not working out. They need to make a change. George Hill or Malcolm Brogdon, either of them, fine. Malcolm Brogdon has been really good since he came back from his little injury there. George Hill has been solid. Eric Bledsoe, it's like he can't even play freaking offense in the NBA. I saw that he got all team NBA first defensive. Fine, he's a good defensive player. I give him that. But dude, so many turnovers yesterday. Shit was fucking frustrating to watch. Giannis, at the beginning of the game, Middleton got going. Giannis as well. He was going to the basket, getting dunks left and right. First quarter was, I had a feeling that Bucks were going to blow them out each and every quarter, but the fourth, maybe if they're up by really much. First quarter, I was like, nice, they're up, looking solid. But then the Raptors started to come back and they won the first quarter with 1 or 2 points, whatever. And I was like, okay, solid. Second quarter, it's going to be Bucks quarter. But nope. Giannis airballed the free throw yesterday really early. The whole team shot 65% from the free throw line. Oh man, that's just horrible right there. Like that early of a game where they were down by like 6, 5 points, those free throws count a lot. Um, uh, the Raptors shot 88%. I mean, that's solid. One thing that bothers me so much about this game is that a lot of dudes who hasn't shown up earlier, they pretty much showed up yesterday. Couple of stats. Kawhi Leonard only had 19, 1, and 7. Dude has been straight up dropping 30 plus every game. So in his absence, or whatever you want to call it, Ibaka put up 17 points. Gasol put up 17 points. Couple of them were 3-point shots. He was at 3 of 6 from 3-point land yesterday. Van Fleet, however the fuck you want to call it, he was 3 of 3 from threes yesterday. He put up 13 points. Pascal Siakam had 7 points. I mean, usually it's Kawhi Leonard's and Pascal Siakam's job to make sure to deliver on the offensive side. But yesterday it was a team effort. Lowry put up 25. That's a team high for them. 25.6 assists and 5 rebounds. Um, it wasn't a monster game for Giannis. He had a double double. That's pretty standard for him, I would say. But Chris Middleton, 30 points, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. I was really happy because he got a really easy layup. Then he started making those easy mid-range shots. Then he was starting to hitting the threes. I was like, nice. This dude is got him going. The defense is going to be more focused on him, so Giannis might be able to get some points inside the paint. But bro, they was just choking so hard yesterday, throwing away easy balls, and the Raptors, the trees really hurt the Bucks yesterday. Every time they would go on a little run, I mean, it's like I remember, like in the third quarter, yeah, I think the third quarter, they got the lead down to about 7 points, and in two possessions, it went up to 12 points. Marcus Gasol hit a three, then I think Norman Powell got a really easy layup. So. Uh, Really sloppy yesterday, bad offense, and I would really like to blame it on Mr. Eric Bledsoe. He had 5 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. Straight up, they need to start Malcolm Brogdon. I'm not even playing anymore. He's a better 3-point shooter, better free throw shooter, overall better. He might be not as good of a defensive player, but Malcolm Brogdon is a solid defensive player. He has been checking Kawhi Leonard a lot lately. He's a really hard dude to stop, but I feel like he does the better job in the team. Of course, Giannis is the best option for him with his length and speed. Even if Kawhi Leonard drives past him, he could really recover the space and go for the chase down block. But yeah, Giannis need to be on players like Pascal Siakam because no one else could match up really well. Because Lopez, let's face it, he needs to be on Marc Gasol because of the size. But yeah, yesterday, bro, the fuck dudes who should not show up, they showed up. The Raptors yesterday. I feel really bad. Only bets I had yesterday were second quarter Bucks and full game minus 2.5. I was leaning towards Raptors first quarter, first half. I didn't talk about it because we've been cashing mad, like with the Golden State. We took the Golden State first quarter, first half at home, and Portland first quarter, first half at home. We cashed it, but I just had a feeling yesterday like Raptors had to do so much to win one game. There is no way in hell the Bucks are going to allow that again. Like there were a lot of foul troubles yesterday, but yeah, it was. I had a hunch. I should have taken it, but I did. I leaned towards the over, and that one cashed. But yeah, dude showed up yesterday from the Toronto bench.
Yeah, Powell shut up, and you talked about the threes, Max. Lowry is 15 for 31 from three in 4 games, so Lowry has stepped up big time in this in this series. Jay, I mean, double revenge spot. I even see somebody in chat say double revenge spot over here. Giannis is getting to the free throw line, like you said, Jay. He needs to get to the free throw attack, but he needs to make them. He's 26 for 41 from the free throw line. I think in this series right here, home court advantage really what matters. Speaking of the home court advantage, what matters, Jay, like I said, I ended up having to watch. I didn't watch all the game yesterday. I had to rewatch the game today. Well, I didn't realize the Raptors had a new mascot. Uh, Drake did everything but give the coach a reach around and a blowjob yesterday in that game. Rubbing the man's shoulders, running up and down the thing, hyping it up. I'm hearing they call him a Spike Lee 2.0 out there now. I mean, it's really the home court advantage. I think that they got the Raptors up and kept them going yesterday. And that part, that's a 2-part question, G Money. the home court advantage in this series between these teams, especially going on to the next to the finals. How much do you see that playing an important effect, being very important? And with also with the Raptors now with the Bucks going into Game 5 and watching the Golden State Warriors rest like they have to be rested, before the final starts, gonna be even more rest. What do we get from a team like the Raptors? They make it with Lowry. I mean, with Kawhi obviously hurt. They're up 17 points, and the coach put him back in the game. J Money, you should have set your man. He's already hurt. Every time he dunked the ball, he's limping. He do a layup, he's limping. He run him down the court, he's limping. Why was the coach playing him that much? And how much do you see a fatigue factor playing in for both of these teams, Jay, heading to the next round? And does home court advantage really matter in the NBA as much as they say it matters?
Well, I do think that home court advantage does matter. The Bucks they did have the best record in the NBA this year, so they would have the home court advantage throughout the NBA Finals. It doesn't help. I feel like they really need to win that game yesterday. They need to go up 3-1. I mean, even if the Warriors, even if it was 3-1 for the Warriors, regardless, the Bucks need to go and win yesterday, especially with the Warriors going up 4-0. I mean, you just have to try to get as much rest as you can. The fact that this one's probably headed towards 7, I mean, the Bucks still have a chance to go and win it tomorrow and then winning at 6. But I mean, it just doesn't look like they can win over there in Toronto right now, man. Even though Kawhi looks hobbled right now, I mean, the another mascot, whatever, yeah, I mean, it looked like he pretty much did jerk him off to me, man. I mean, I know like pretty much everything but that, but hey, he man say it looked like that boy got something else going on. I don't know. I'm not big with touching another man like that. To be honest with you, I don't care how tight you know what I'm saying you are, which I'm sure they can't be that tight. So I mean, we see how they let Drake get away with certain things. You know what I'm saying? He always doing type of stuff, but I mean, doing that contact with the coach, all type of stuff. I don't know. I mean, they going a little far down. So, I mean, hey, who knows? He could be out there paying the refs, all type of shit. But, I mean, they still got 2 games over there in Milwaukee. It's not matter. I don't see them win the game over there in Milwaukee. If anything, it was the game 1. But, I mean, they pitched that one away and let the Bucks come all the way back and then cover the spread if that. So, I mean, that was their chance to steal one. I don't think they have one now, especially with Kawhi being hurt. We'll see tomorrow. But I'm thinking it'll be a total Bucks blowout. And they'll show you guys, hey, look, we finna win this series. And they got to build some momentum to try to go and win Game 6 as well. And I do think that they will be a little bit fatigued in the finals, and I hate it, man, because I was hoping that this one would be wrapped up a little bit earlier. But I'm still rocking with what I was, you know what I'm saying. And I think that the Bucks are going to take it regardless. I'm not a fan of the Warriors right now.
Yeah, I hear you there, and not to even the shit and the hate on the Warriors. I mean, the Warriors, we saw what they are. They defended champions and shit, so I get you there. And I really want to see somebody else win the championship this year. That's just how my thing. I just like seeing different people rise to the top. Other people win. I like to see a variety of guys and people out there winning. And I don't think KD will be back. And right now, what's going on with them and KD, we'll talk about that in a little bit. But I definitely don't think he'll be back to this team for the championship at all. And if he does come back, I expect KD to play real selfish basketball. But Max, anything you want to elaborate on what Jay just question I asked Jay? Does home court advantage mean anything to you? And your thoughts on Drake yesterday? And then let's hit up the crowd, hit up the chat, and get up some shots out after that.
Yeah, for sure, man. Giving another man a back rub, that shit is hella sus, bro. You're gonna do that in the basketball court? Jesus Christ, man. After the last summer where Pusha T murdered Drake with that freestyle, he hasn't really been himself, bro, doing sus stuff. But yeah, Toronto Raptors gave that man a jacket worth like $786,000 or something like that. OVO sponsorship jacket. I mean, Drake is a part of the team. I think he even has like a bit of ownership in that team, 5% or something like that. I don't know. Like Will Smith has he has somewhat of ownership in the Philadelphia 76ers. But yeah, it gets their crowd going, seeing a musician from your own town supporting your team. He's type of a bandwagon fan. He's only there for the big games and stuff like that. But it definitely gets him going. But other than that, I don't really think he bothers the players too much. They're used to him, like screaming and shit like that. Yeah, and home court advantage. If you guys remember last year's finals, where LeBron James put up 52 points in the first game, and J.R. Smith trolled that man so hard. Charles Barkley said one thing: if there were any chance for them to win a game, it was pretty much that first game, and that was that was not even the home court. I feel like it's the same thing here for the Bucks to win, to have any chance against the Golden State Warriors here. They need to win both of the home games. I'm sorry, home court advantage. It's going to be a big factor. I don't know if KD will be back, but I feel like if you guys remember during the regular season, KD was gone for like 3 or 2 games, something like that. They lost the first game, but they got back on track real good second and third game. But when he came back, they went on a losing streak like for 3 games. They couldn't really figure something was wrong with the team. So I feel like if he comes back too soon, it could be in like that type of effect again. That like he comes back, the ball movement isn't there really. They might end up throwing away the first game, and second game they try to adjust, but the Bucks are just too much. Then they go back home and win the third and fourth game. But home court advantage, I feel like that's a big deal when you're talking about the Warriors. You guys have seen the home games. If you look into the fucking stands, only thing you will see is yellow/golden color. Like their fans, those people love to see the 3-point shot, and we already know Stephen Clay loves to shoot those. If they're making those and the crowd is going that freaking crazy, of course they're going to be hyped. That's where I feel like the Bucks home crowd will be the advantage for them with the home court. I really hope. I was really hoping for the Bucks to win yesterday. Then they could have got at least. I calculated about 5 days of rest, solid rest. But this will, at the earliest, this series will end Monday, I think, which means the Bucks will get like 2 days of rest. It's not enough. Of course not. At least 3 or 4 days would have done the trick for the guys. Not only rest-wise, but as well with getting a game plan. They need to be focused. What are the things we need to focus on? I know they have played against each other before, but just to get the game plan through them, to be as prepared as possible. No minor mistakes. Okay, if KD does this, we need to be closing out on him. Just small stuffs like that. But yeah, this game will probably go to 6 or 7. Man, really hurts to see the Bucks not getting the rest they deserve. But yeah, they lost the game yesterday. So, but yeah, home court advantage. I feel like that's a big deal against Golden State Warriors.
No doubt. Well, 420, they came and went. It's 423. Make sure y'all hit y'all dabbies, pack y'all ball, roll y'all J, do what you do, man. Get loose, man, and ride out with us for the rest of the last 40 minutes of King's Court with my man J Money and my man Max. Let's welcome in the chat. But before I welcome in the chat, I see an argument discussion going on, and we gotta squeeze that shit. Drake is not this generation's Tupac. If you think Drake is this generation's Tupac, you obviously have never listened to Tupac before in your life. If I was to compare anybody from this generation to Tupac, I would probably say Kendrick, Kodak Black, those type of characters, and the cadence of what they rap about, what they say. Those would be the generation's Tupac. Bro. And Drake is the most influential person in our generation right now. I have to tell you, you're wrong there again. The most influential person that we had in our generation, rapper-wise, has been Lil Wayne. And when I say Lil Wayne is he influenced several rappers who come right now and start rapping. You can tell a lot of guys who take their style from Lil Wayne. He got a lot of guys with tattoos on their faces, sipping lean, riding skateboards, all that. Drake don't. I own one pair of OVOs, and it wasn't because Drake OVO sign was on them OVO Jordans. It's because Jordan sign was on them Jordans. That's why I have some OVOs. But yeah, he is not the most influential. What has he done out here? What has he influenced? Who has he influenced? Ooh, he sits in his lab and he takes music from everybody else. I mean, let's keep it 100, man. He is not that guy. I get you guys who like him. If I was comparing Drake to anybody, it would be the new generation R. Kelly. Without the sexual innuendos, I would put him on that status of R. Kelly. I mean, well, with music-wise, R. Kelly always had a cut, always had a banger. He could do rap songs. He could do slow songs. He could do R&B songs. He could do whatever he could do. And that's why I look at Drake as this generation. And I'm 36 years old, so I've seen a lot of rappers, been around a lot. I compare him to R. Kelly, but he is definitely not Pac. And Pac could block you for saying he's anything like Pac. I definitely block you for saying that shit. Don't disrespect Pac like that.
Real quick, Ray, I just want to chime in there.
Go ahead.
Yeah, about Drake. I mean, the only thing he's influential over, he's in a lot of memes. He's in the social media. That's why people think he's that big. But come on, man. Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, I could probably name like 50 other dudes better than him rap wise, and when you listen to lyrics, Pusha T, bro. But one thing with Drake, he will always make bangers. Of course, his songs will always be in the club. He's that type of dude. And then when you fucking name R. Kelly, bro, I almost lost that shit.
Yeah, no, I don't mean R. Kelly that wide. So you mean I know he got other things. I've been musically always jumping off some dimes. Let's welcome in the chat. Jay, actually, you want to welcome in the chat, Jay? My man Seth in here too, man, holding it down for it. Hey, Seth, man, you know what? One more person compare Drake to Pac, get that ass the boot. Give him the boot. Now I'm fucking with you. But Jay, you want to welcome in the chat, brother?
Ray, I'm gonna have to let you do the honors of welcome in the chat today. I don't even have it pulled. I don't have it pulled up right now.
No doubt, brother. What's up, Raven and the Desert? What's up, Luca? What's up, Moses? What's up, Daryl? Senpai Max. Let me go all the way to the top, all the way to the top. Ricardo, Extreme Picks, TM, Money Gang Sports, Keith, Steve, Sam, Seth, 77 Figures. Everybody in here, man. Welcome in here. Thank you guys for joining us, even with no games on. Sorry, I had the belts right there. But welcome to joining us with no games on. Jay, you got some baseball picks, man? You got some plays you want tonight in baseball? Anything that having well, not tipped off, but having the first opening pitch hasn't came out yet? Let me make sure I get those words right.
Yeah, I was just going to say most of the games today was a day where a lot of the games started early, so I can't say I don't have anything on games that haven't started yet. I was looking at that Twins game over 9. I'll probably get down on that, but I'll give you guys one. I am on that Cubs game over. You know what I'm saying? The wind blowing out 14 miles per hour. That doesn't mean it's simple, but I'm hoping that one get over to 10.5. And I also like the Cubs in that game as well.
My man said Drake. Seth said Drake and Pac both know the Warriors win the chip, though. Oh man, Seth, we might have to find us a new moderator for the show, man. We might have to find a new moderator.
Bandwagon.
Put it.
Bandwagon. A lot of people just bandwagons, man. They saw that the Warriors won the past 2 years.
Your music, Jay. I know you listen to music and shit too. Who would you compare? Who would you say is the most influential right now in the past 10 years? Would you say it's been Drake? Because I don't agree.
No, I mean, I can't say there is someone, but it definitely wouldn't be Drake. I mean, a lot of these guys, you really can't even give a lot of these people their credit because they have so many ghostwriters. They're just the guy that's putting it out there. They know that it's going to sell the words coming out of their mouth. Just because it's them saying doesn't mean that it's them, you know what I'm saying, coming up with those lyrics. So a lot of these guys have ghostwriters. Even some of the guys that you may think are the best. A lot of these songs that they're putting out, it's somebody that just wrote it. I mean, it was put a beat together and gave them the lyrics, and they just telling them what to say, and then it makes millions of dollars, and then they give them their cut. So I mean, that's a lot of what's going on in the entertainment business. So I can't say I'm not big on it.
No doubt, no doubt. So we'll go get off the music kick, but yeah, he's one of the most. I mean, yeah, he's somebody. Our man Lucas said he'll top tier, dead or alive. He up there. Yeah, he is. He's gonna go down with the biggest names. Period. He gonna be. You could compare Drake in the same conversation where you could possibly bring up Elvis and Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Rolling Stones, the Beatles. I mean, he's on that type of level. He's on one of those guys up above there. But you got Jay-Z up there too with certain guys, but he hasn't influenced me to do shit. Drake hasn't made me want to do nothing. I mean, I don't know. Besides the dance, that was about it. But besides that, he ain't make me want to go do shit. You know what I mean? Like, nothing about Drake. Get me turned up and get me lit. But he do have some bangers, though. You know what I mean? You riding with a chick in the car or something, you turn on some Drake, he can get you through it. So, and he got a heart. If you're heartbroken, he can help you get over a heartbreak. So I'll give him that. Let's talk about some WNBA, though, y'all, man. WNBA season kicks off on Friday. Friday. You asked if I'm excited as a sports bettor, as a basketball fan. I love WNBA. To you guys out here, I want you guys to know if WNBA, if you never captained before, hopefully we can help you guys get prepared for it, help you guys win some money this year, and get you guys ready for next season when the WNBA kick off. It's only 12 teams in the WNBA as it is. I say for everybody who starts capping WNBA in the first month of the season, that you grab you 4 teams. Grab you 4 WNBA teams, 2 from the West, 2 from the East. Just grab 2 of them and focus on those 4 teams right now. Actually, you don't have to even be the West or East. Just grab you 4 teams in general. Grab you 4 teams, cap those 4 teams, and keep those 4 teams on your mind when those games are playing, and you kind of get it. The following month, grab you another 4 teams. Do the same thing. Learn those. Make those the other teams you have. By the end of the year, you have all 12 teams. You'll have notes on all 12 teams. And by the time next season start, and playoffs start, actually, you'll know what to look for. You know the tendencies of these women. You know their names. You know what they're good at. You know what they're bad at, and you'll know what they need. That's the biggest thing. What they need coming into next season. So we'll go through a little bit of WNBA as we can speak. The team like the Seattle Storm, who won the championship last year, and I was happy to be on that early. I saw they was going to win the championship. I knew that was they were the Seattle Storm like the Golden State Warriors to me of the NBA. That's the way I look at this team last year. The way they can shoot the basketball, they can knock down threes, they get to the free throw line, and they play at a fluid pace. This team this year, man, might not even make the playoffs, man. We already knew the reigning MVP, Brianna Stewart, she went down with an injury during the summer. Now, they just lost the best point guard, I think. I mean, some people might argue, they may say Taurasi, but Taurasi more of a two. Sue Bird, I mean, and she went down for the Storm over here. This Storm team is in trouble. I don't know how much they could get from Lloyd and the rest of these girls out here and who could show up. But this Storm team is going to be a totally different team, especially with their coach dealing with some health issues as well. Jay and Max. Max, I know for a fact you said you've been watching some of the playoff games to get yourself ready for it. Jay, have you had a chance to look over the Storm? Did you watch them last year at all? And what do you feel about the injuries this team has taken already this year?
Yeah, well, I mean, the key injury to me was Brianna Stewart going down. I mean, like you say, then Sue Bird going down, your true point guard, which I think, like you say, I think she's the best point guard. Tarazi is a better scorer, but as far as just true passer, you know what I'm saying, it's none other better than Sue Bird. You know what I'm saying? I know she's getting a little bit up there in age, but she's still nice. So I mean, it still was the starting point guard. So that's gonna be a pretty big hit. I'm gonna be looking to fade the Storm. You know what I'm saying? Early in the season, I mean, in certain situations, WNBA almost look at like NBA sometimes certain situations, you know what I'm saying, can be a little bit different, but for the most part, it's still the same thing. And then like Real said the other day, I mean, WNBA is the good teams, you go with them and then you fade the bad teams. So pretty much you just look and see the pretty much first teams and you fade them, especially away. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'll be looking to fade the Lynx as well. You got Maya Moore that's sitting out the rest of the season. So, but I can't say it's a game that's coming up on Saturday, Real. That I'm waiting on some injuries, but I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? To fade probably the Storm in this first game. You know what I'm saying? I always go against the team, you know what I'm saying, that just won the championship in that first game, especially against one of the teams that they just beat in the playoffs. So I'm definitely going to be looking towards fading the Storm if everything lines up right. It's still a couple of Mercury injuries out there, but I'm looking towards some games already. What you think about them, Real?
I was looking at that one too, Jay. They play Mercury on Saturday at 12:30 Eastern. With the Storm of these injuries, I want to see what they put out there on the court. We know a team like Mercury, man, they're a pretty good team. They got Brittany Garner. They just added what's my girl name, Alina Smith, a solid forward too out of college, man. That's the Australian, if I'm not mistaken. Let me get my notes out on the Mercury. Yeah, they had Alina Smith. I mean, she led the league in the WNBA and block, not WNBA, but college and blocks. She shot 50% from the field. She averages 19 a game. I know she's not no Taurasi, but I'm really interested in seeing how the Mercury changed everything up without Taurasi out there. I mean, they've had her a few games already. She's out and they've been able to perform. But Jay, you might be on something right there, man. Especially if you get the Mercury with a nice plus number. I'm looking into that as well, Jay. So you might be on something right there, Jay. We'll touch on it on Friday when we come around. We'll have a line for it the next day. Max, your thoughts on what Jay just said about the Storm and how I feel about the Storm missing their MVP, missing their best point guard. I mean, coach is out. Team won last year. I don't really even see this team making the playoffs this year, Max.
Yeah, as I said to you guys before, I haven't really been watching a women NBA earlier in my capping career than this, but I started looking through the last year's playoff games and looking through the stats of the players, and I found out yesterday, as you guys were talking about, Sue Bird, it's out, as you guys were talking about, and the other girl, Brianna, or what her name was. I'm just looking at the stats, and you can pretty much see, like, I haven't watched women NBA before, but looking at the stats, you can see who is an important player, and those two are important players. Stuff like that at the beginning of the season, I'm just going to be looking a lot at stats, and of course, asking you two guys about the games, how you guys gonna think it will go and stuff like that. But there are sites where you can look at the stats for like first quarters and stuff like that, which is easier to cap if you ask me than capping full games. But yeah, missing those two players, of course, will affect the team, which would be in like any sport. Other than that, man, I'm just pumped, bro. Like, I'm trying to get signed by SBR, Women NBA, NBA. You could fucking put me down in China. I could even cap that basketball, bro. No problem.
You hear this man, Jay? He said you can put him down in China. He'll be over there capping Zhao Wow and everybody else, Jay. Max and Food.
Right, yeah, I'm with
He get to
Max
it
here.
though.
Whatever we lined up to do, man, let's do it. But I mean, hey, I started betting WNBA, I'm saying, a couple of years ago, so I've already gotten into it. And one thing I want to mention, Della Dunn with the Mystics over there, they always seem to be, I'm saying, getting pretty close. I think maybe this year they possibly could get over the hump, especially with the Dream, I'm saying, with the McCarthy being hurt over there. The Dream was the main, I'm saying, contender over there for I'm saying, for the Mystics over there. So it seems like the Mystics just might get over the hump this year. We'll see how Della Dunn keep up that see if she can keep up that MVP caliber play. What you think about that, Real?
I like it, and not just I like it, Jay. The GMs, they put out a league vote. The GMs did a little yearly votes, and they voted for Deladon to be the MVP this year of the league as well. And you're right, with the Angel McCoughtry injury down over there on the East, with teams like the Dallas Wings got rid of players, with the Lynx missing some players. They had Brunson, she retired. Moore's not going to be around that team. You have the Fever, who's still a young team, up and coming team. I like the Mystics a lot, Jay, to come out there and still compete. Between the Sun, the Mystics, the Sun, and the Dream. Those would be the three teams that out the East who I would look to. And you're right, the Angel McCoughtry. A lot of you guys know who Angel McCoughtry is. I mean, she's kind of like the heart and soul of the Dream team, and she's gonna be gone for a while. Right now, she's game time decision to start game one, so we'll see if she plays. I expect her possibly to miss another week or a week and a half. There's a team out here though that I'm really high on this year, man, and it's the Chicago Sky. Chicago Sky has been bad. Them and the Fever have been teams that just have been bad and been down there. Um, Even though the Fever won a championship, though let's get twisted, they have a championship, but the Sky has been bad. But the Sky this year, man, they add some pieces to them. They have some shooters around them, J Max. Well, when I look at the Skies, like the piece they put on the court, they just picked up Lavender, also from the Sparks. Not just Lavender. Who else did they get? They got Lavender, and they picked up somebody else. Like I can't even think of the goddamn name. They got somebody else, and then when they got like what's the name? Katie Lou from Oregon as well. They have shooters out there with Quickly and the rest of these guys. You got Shields out there. Let me pull up their roster real quick, man. I didn't write their roster down, but they have great pieces over there for this Sky team. I'll pull up their whole roster, but they have great pieces on this Sky team, and I really think this Sky team could actually do something and compete this year. Their problem last year was the defense, if you ask me. They have Van Sloop, they have Quigley, Cheyenne Parker, Diamond Shield, this Gabby Williams, this Sky team is a young team over there, man. I think they're going to impress a lot of people this year, and they're going to make some moves this year. They can spread the floor. They have knockdown shooters. And everybody who watches WNBA WNBA is all about shooting. I expect this team to be a better shooting team this year than the fucking Storm were last year. I mean, and that's a big step up, if you ask me. But they can spread the floor now, especially picking up Lavender, and they can knock down the threes over there. So I think the Chicago Sky is going to be a surprising team this year to a lot of people. Jay, just looking over the NBA, WNBA, we've had some trades. We've seen the Aces pick up Liz, and that's my favorite to win the whole thing as it is. I only put a small amount on the Aces at plus 500 when I had them, because I also put some money on the Sparks when there was at plus 340, I think it was, or no, 300. Now the Aces, man, you can't find the Aces nowhere. I think they're probably 240, 260 now from a 500. I'm probably gonna put more money on this team over there with the Aces. Adding a girl like Liz Cambridge with Asia Wilson, I don't know how you got people who are gonna stop this team. I mean, Liz Cambridge, bro, was a lady nobody could stop in the first place. You can't stop her. She scored 53 points. She can kill you from the three. She can kill you from in the paint. She rebound, and she's tough. She's a Bill Lambier. She's a female version of Bill Lambier, if you ask me. And that's the coach of the Aces. What does he want? He wants toughness. We got Jackie Young over here. We have Plum. We got all these girls And Aces could shoot threes last year, you guys. They were horrible at shooting 3-pointers last year. But adding the addition of Young and Liz to this team, man, Aces are going to be a fun team to watch. But Jay, you have any sleepers out here in WNBA? Anybody who you looked at their record last year and since you've been capping it, like I said, the Sky, the team that I think will be doing better this year. Anybody you see like falling off? You already mentioned the Storm falling off, but anybody you see falling off or kind of elevating their game this year?
Well, the main ones falling off. Well, I mean, a couple of easy ones I can say, and I'm going to be pretty much fading since from the get go. Two teams that one already mentioned, my more or less missing from the Lynx. The Lynx they probably still going to have some good defense. You know what I'm saying? They're a little bit older team, still have you know what I'm saying some pieces from last year, but still, I think Maya Moore was still one of the better players in the league. I mean, obviously she's a savvy veteran. She knows how to score. You could just give her the ball, and she knows how to go and get her own basket. Her sitting out this year is really going to hurt the Lynx. You know what I'm saying? They probably don't make the playoffs. Going to be in the bottom of the league, right there with the Wings. I mean, you got Diggins Smith and then Cambridge leaving. Both of those, I mean, those are both leading high scorers for the team. Obviously, rebounder and assist. Leader for assists. I'm sorry, man. The Wings. I live here in Dallas. They're gonna be terrible. I mean, to start. I mean, I know they got some young players over there. Probably start. Got a new coach over there. Probably. He's a defensive coach, but early on to start the year, I think it's really gonna hurt her, especially going up against upper echelon teams and just the team over there on the East. Like I said, I think it could be a little bit sneaky. I think that the Misfits could make some trouble this year. I mean, I was watching them last year. Like I said, I know they was, you know what I'm saying, battling with the dream leading up, you know what I'm saying, playoffs or whatever, but I think that they could really get over that hump this year. And obviously the Aces are going to be the favorite. I mean, they're definitely going to be a bet on team, you know what I'm saying, throughout the year, and the Sparks as well. But I mean, Candace, she's a little banged up right now, but we know that the Sparks and the Aces, they're going to be going at it all year. But the Lynx and the Wings, I'm definitely going to be fading them. And I think that the Misfits will be a nice sleeper team, and they might have a nice little easy path there, you know what I'm saying, they're in the Eastern Conference.
No doubt. Man, real quick on Ned Jackson, man, he sent a video yesterday for yesterday's show. He sent it in to us, and I couldn't get the video on the show. I couldn't make the show yesterday. But if you guys ever send videos into King's Court or to Jimmy's show or the Bag Show or anybody else, when you guys send the emails to the link that we give you, I give you or somebody else give you, make sure your video you send is in private. Because when they give you a choice to put it where everyone can view or private. You send it private, they can't use the video. You have to send it where everyone can see. So yeah, you have to do it at a decent hour, decent time. So my bad yesterday on that. We didn't get a chance to get it on, but definitely try to get another video on for you guys out here. And you guys are right. K-Lou, UConn, not Oregon. My apologies, my mistakes. Anything you saw, Max? I mean, I know you just started getting into this sport as well. Like any team in WNBA right now that you're high on it and that you would like to, that you're going to pick one. I mean, everybody got a favorite team. I know you've been looking at it now. Is there a team out here you might crown your favorite team at the end of the year? Anybody you're looking into that you just want to see how this team plays and gels together?
Yeah, for me, like with every sport, like baseball, for an example, I just took like Atlanta Braves for some reason. I saw them play first time, and the dude Max Fried was pitching really nice that game. I had the money on them, so I got fond of that team, I guess. It's probably going to be the same thing here. You guys know I'm a Chicago Bulls fan, so of course I'm gonna look at their games first. But it seems like they suck ass. So nah. But if I find a team with a fun play style, what I enjoy, I'm probably going to be high on them. But of course, I'm gonna keep my eyes closely on your team, Aces, bro, because I think we can make money there. If I learn closely from you, that will be really positive for me. And of course, having someone like them like a home team, stuff like that, really gives you the edge. Just look at Jim yesterday with Toronto Raptors. It was a very solid call from him. But other than that, I have to get into, watch a couple of games with every team, see who I like. But what would you guys say is the biggest difference with capping women NBA versus NBA?
The biggest difference with me is they care. These women care. They don't get as paid as much as these NBA players. They don't go out there pouting. They don't have all the unnecessary drama out there. I mean, except the leadership, but she didn't want to be there anyway. She made it known that she even wanted to play for the team. I think with Toulouse when she first got drafted, she even wanted to come over here and play for the WNBA for the teams they wanted her to play for. But besides that type of drama, you don't really have no WNBA drama. You don't really have anybody fighting the bullshit. I mean, the last drama we had last year, possibly besides the live stuff, was the Aces when they had a flight delay and they couldn't play a game. They were taking an L for that game. I think that L also kind of cost them their playoff spot and shit like that. So that's it. But they care. And I find it easier to cap. This is I want to hear what Jay had to say, but I find it easy to cap with me because I break them down. This time I'm gonna do it every 2.5 weeks. I'm just gonna use every 2.5 weeks because you have to look at some of these girls and some of these games they won. Some of the games these girls have won are women. My bad, women win. They have a certain lineup out there. Then the next week you might not see that person out there. I mean, not to speak on, but we know they're women. They have their issues. But a lot of them also have families. They have kids and have stuff like that. So you'll have people doing like retreats, parent retreats, and little things like this for their kids. Well, so just had her kid is sick, so she missed the game because her kid is sick. This and that. When in NBA, that really doesn't affect me too much. I mean, my son may have a common cold. The nanny and the wife got him. But in WNBA instances, women take care of their home. I mean, we know that. They take care of their house. They take care of the kids. They take care of shit. So they'll miss games for that. They'll miss games for their own personal reasons. I mean, without saying their personal reasons on there. So I find it a little bit easier to cap. It's a little bit more relaxing. And this is the type of game where with WNBA, you could literally break it down and play it in two halves. You can play a first half of a WNBA game and cash for a full unit, 2 units, whatever you want about it, and then turn around and do the same thing for the second half. I mean, and Jay said it, man. You kind of know who's good and who's bad instantly. For example, for me, one of my things I'm looking at right now this year already when it comes to the New York Liberty. The Liberty are going to be a good team this year. They added Asia Durr. They already have Nurse over there. They have Tina Charles. And what I watch from this team doing preseason basketball is they can score points. But what is that problem? They have no defensive identity right now. So I'm only looking for New York Liberty games to go over, if you ask me, depending on what teams they play. That they're playing against maybe a Dream or playing with somebody like who can play lockdown defense like the Sparks. Then I'm saying, well, they know their defense isn't working. Now their offense isn't working, so I look for them to go under. But when they play teams like the Sun, who will want to run with this team, but the Sun are a good defensive team as well, they'll let them run. They'll go over with them. Team like the Mystics, they'll run with this squad, the Liberty squad. We'll get those games over. Even though the Liberty don't have a defensive identity yet, they can still put up baskets. So they're not really dangerous to me on the defensive side of basketball, but they can be profitable when it comes to cash and overs with a team like the Liberty this year. Jay, anything you take away from capping WNBA, like an edge for you, besides the fact, like I said, it's less drama out there, and these girls kind of really, women, care about playing the game of basketball?
Shit, girl, man, it's hard for me even to call them girls, bro. These big old wolf dykes, man, big old Devo ass girls, man, big old muscles and shit. It's tough, man. So I be looking at some of these girls, showing a girl like, man, look, that don't look like no damn girl, bro. Come on, man. They gotta be a dude. They got to be a dude, man. Look at her voice. Listen to her, man. But no, but for real though, my thing is with one thing that I'll take away from the NBA is some of the spots, you know what I'm saying? I go with like say a back-to-back spot, the team is coming, you know what I'm saying, traveling way across the country, or third game in 4 nights, you know what I'm saying, fatigue factor. It's things like that I take away, you know what I'm saying, from it's just a basketball thing in general that I'll implement into the you know what I'm saying, the WNBA, or like a key player being out, then maybe the team might step up. They might still go over and score more points, or you know what I'm saying, the key player could be out, superstar could be out, and then the team still win, you know what I'm saying? It's just little different things like that, spots that I'll still use with, even though it's she's out there playing and not dudes, you know what I'm saying, that I'll still, you know what I'm saying, can still make some money off some of these angles.
No doubt. Does that answer your question, Max? My man Viper said Real got bad WNBA knowledge. I mean, I can probably not explain it the best way, but you got to kind of see it when we start actually capping the games. I mean, our first games are on Friday. We have 2 WNBA games that come on this Friday. So I'll be pumped about it, man. I got my bankroll saved. The one thing I also don't use the same bankroll management that I use in NBA and WNBA or NFL. I kind of got different bankrolls for each one of them, but WNBA can be very lucrative and very profitable. And this year, the WNBA is expanding. The games are going to be on ABC, ESPN. They're doing a whole big breakdown coverage. I think it's tomorrow or Friday. Getting everybody prepared for it. To get the WNBA app to watch all the games. I mean, if you got some money on it, you might as well watch the games as well. It's only $16.99. I mean, it's not an expensive league, and it's a league that people, just like I said, these women care. They care about the game. They're out here playing. They don't have to. A lot of them don't have to. You see, Maya Moore left to go do some humanitarian shit. You got what's her name taking off? Skylar Diggs taking off to go have a baby real quick. I mean, they come back and play because they care about the shit. Candace Parker and the rest of the girls, they care about the league. They care about what they're doing out there. And I mean, and they can shoot. They can shoot. That's my favorite part of the WNBA, y'all. Fuck all the dunks, all that flash shit. I love that shit too. But these girls got handles as well, and they can shoot the goddamn basketball, bro. And that's the funnest part to me, man. Watching how they just so wet. I mean, if my son, my youngest, and my oldest, my middle child, who is great at basketball, if I went to UNLV and found one of these women out there who could shoot, I'd rather have my son practicing with Sue Bird shooting threes and go practicing with fucking Ben Simmons shooting threes. I'm like, hey Sue, if I had my choice of Sue teaching my son how to shoot or Ben Simmons, I trust you, Sue. He can come stay the night at your house. Ben, you say far fuck away from my child, all right? That's how I feel. You know what I mean? They can shoot the ball. So that's how I feel about WNBA, man. That's my passion for this game of basketball. I just love the game of basketball in general, man. And not just WNBA, we'll be talking about with the NBA, and man, we'll have some international shit. Hopefully some Olympic type games and whatever's on the schedule, man, basketball wise, man, we're gonna get to it and cap it. Max, anything? Yeah, quickly, yes, she can shoot. That's what I'm saying, Joe. Man, that Sky team is gonna be real nice to watch, man. They're gonna be a real nice team, that Sky team this year. My man said Fever's his sleeper team. I like it, man. Hopefully, last year, a lot of you guys didn't like WNBA. A lot of people were shitting on it. Now this year, I see some of you guys loving the sport, man, and realizing that it's very profitable and it's money to be made out here. So welcome, and hopefully we can make another 200, 300 people love the WNBA, man. And I will be at that first game this Sunday with the Aces and Sparks, so I will be up there cheering on the Aces. Max, anything you want to add about WNBA before we get up out of here? Tell them where they can find you at. J Money, anything you want to give them any more pointers and tips about WNBA, you can tell them where they can find you at. And plays for tomorrow. It's not here yet, but any plays for tomorrow, any props you already have, or any over or under you want to give out before the line switch, J or Max? You first, Max.
I haven't taken anything yet. Yes, right for now. Bucks are -7. I have to look into it, but I lean towards the over in that game. Women NBA wise, I'm just pumped, bro. It feels like a new thing, a new chapter in life. I'm just pumped to learn. And of course, I don't know about you guys. I will be capping the World Basketball Championship this year. It's in 100 days, so it's going to be an awesome September or whenever it starts. I'm just pumped for it. Pretty much 3 teams you have to watch out for there. USA, of course, Argentina, France, and Spain, of course, Spain as well. Other than that, I haven't gotten into the place for tomorrow yet. I'm probably going to be on Bucks second quarter. I'm pretty sure of that. Other than that, you guys can find me on Twitter at MaxSenpai,
No doubt. They asked me about the futures. Once again, the futures I would say take would be the Aces and the Sparks. Those are 2 futures I would say take in WNBA right now. But line shot for your Aces, you guys. Line shot for them a couple of days ago on Friday when me and Jimmy were talking about it once again. And after the trade went down, I might hop on Aces. They were like plus 560 or 540. I think it was Pinnacle. I don't know what that Pinnacle line is now. I know my William Hill is like 240 or 260. So it's worth an investment, but you know it's future. So maybe if the Aces get off to a rocky start and lose a couple of games, get you a better line. Who knows? I don't see it. I don't know who the fuck stops Liz Asia down there, bro. I don't know who stops him. But Jay, any play for the mall for you? Any other little future advice you want to give everybody about WNBA? I know you like the game of basketball, period, Jay, but you know what? I think if me, you, and Max stepped on the court right now with Liz and Asia, they'll kick our ass, bro. We 3 guys against 2 women. They'll probably fuck us up tonight.
No, fuck that shit. I'm not taking no L on no court. I ain't the best out there, but I don't know. I know they WNBA players out there, but I don't know. I don't like taking no L's, man. I can't let no woman beat me. I know she big in the bitch. She gonna get all the rebounds, but I'm gonna foul her big ass, man. I'm sorry. But as far as my futures, I want to know what the Mystics to win the East is. That would be something that I would be really big on. As long as Della Dunn injured, you know what I'm saying? We know she's a little injury prone. Just a future. I wouldn't go too big on it, but that would be something I would really like for the Mystics to come out the East. I'm finna say the Wizards. Sorry ass, not the Wizards, the Mystics. For the games tomorrow, nothing so much. I mean, I'm just parlaying stuff with the Bucks money line so far. As far as spreads tomorrow, I mean, we don't have too many people watching, but hey, I'm pretty damn sure that I'll be on the Bucks the first quarter and the first half, and most likely a full game as well. So pretty sure it's gonna be some trifecta J type shit going on tomorrow. Y'all know what's up. Go follow me on Twitter at JMoneyIsMoney. And like I say, I like the Mystics to come out the East, man. So, and real, you going to get some tickets, man. Hey, I go to the game on Sunday, man. Get some tickets, bro. Come on, man. I want to go see Liz big ass go and dominate too, man. All them big ass girls out there, deep
No
ass
doubt.
voices.
Hey, I got season
Y'all some
tickets.
dudes on the slick out there, man. Taking some pills type shit, man. Ain't no telling what they doing, man.
Hey Jay, you stupid as hell. I got season tickets for the Aces, bro. I got season tickets. Paid me 1,200 at the end of last season, so I got two tickets per game, man. Season tickets for $1,200. So yeah, you come out here, bro. Shit, I can try to see if I can trade my two tickets in, man. And grab me an extra ticket, 3 or 4, whoever you come with. Shit, try to see if we can all catch the game. I'm with that shit as well, brother. As far as tomorrow, I know I spoke about Bledsoe, you guys, and how he's been playing and bad performing, but Jay. Quick question to you and Max, man. Bledsoe over 16 points and assists tomorrow to me. I kind of like that prop, bro. 16 ain't a lot of points. And he's been playing poorly. He's back at home. I like Bledsoe plus 16 points and assists tomorrow, Jay.
Well, yeah, if you throw that assist in there, yeah, maybe, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the role players are gonna have to step up at the house. He should want to do better. I'm just hoping that the Bucks will get this dub tomorrow. I mean, I'm gonna be pretty big on it. I don't see them losing this game. I'm gonna be pretty big on the Bucks tomorrow, so I can't say I can't wait. I hope they come out absolutely pissed. I don't see how the Bucks first half into the play. I just don't see it.
No doubt. Max, how do you feel about that prop, about the Bledsoe prop? And one thing, I am on that teaser, Joe. I do have a teaser, Joe. Definitely, brother. I have a teaser for tomorrow. I am on. I don't know what my shit saying 222, but I'm taking a plus five teaser. I'm taking the Bucks minus two and under. I mean, and over 212. That's gonna be my teaser for tomorrow. For tomorrow over 212. Joe. I'm on a Bucks minus two plus five teaser with the over 212 already. That's just an official teaser already taken. But Max, any prop that you looking at already, and how do you feel about the Eric Bledsoe over 16 points and assists?
Man, 16 points on assist. As Jay said, my cash said with the assist. I don't really trust them. The Bucks play well when their bench plays well. That's pretty much Pat Connaughton, Ilyasova, Malcolm Brogdon, and George Hill. I would rather look towards the points with. I'm a second right now with Chris Middleton. He had a solid game last game. It's over 17.5 points. He got 30 points yesterday. It feels like he's back on track. I would rather trust him than Eric Bledsoe, to be honest. Yeah, I rather take Chris Middleton.
No doubt. And Jay, Seth has a question. He says, "What do you think the number closes at tomorrow for the Bucks and Raptors?" Right now it's at +7. Jay, you see that line going up or money coming in on the Raptors? I personally think money comes in on the Raptors, and this might be sitting at a 6 or a 5.5 tomorrow, Jay.
Hell no. There's no way in hell you're gonna see a 6 or 5.5. I saw it dip down to 6.5 today, but I mean, you got to remember, the public's gonna be on the books as well. I mean, sometimes the public wins, but I mean, they're gonna be on them. I mean, they know that the stats for the Bucks coming off a loss. I mean, come back to the house, must win game for them. I understand with the points, there's gonna be some buyback on the Raptors plus the 7. But it's not going to go too far. It'll be either straddling the line of plus 6.5, 7. I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see it go to 7.5. The Bucks money will come in tomorrow. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, 5.5 probably was a little too jumping hurdles right there when I said the 5.5. But yeah, I'm saying also I'm thinking maybe 6, Jay, up to 6 to 7.5, like you said, dancing within that range. Public are definitely going to be heavy on the Bucks tomorrow. But you're gonna have all of Canada on the Raptors too. So we got to think about it that way. All of Canada gonna be on the Raptors tomorrow too. So that's a continent. Is it Canada a continent? I don't know. I'm not sure when it comes to state, continents, countries, counties. I don't know that shit. But but yeah, that's my play for tomorrow, man. I'm on the Bledsoe prop over points and assists. I'm already gonna lock it in. My teaser I'm giving already for tomorrow is a Bucks minus 2 and over 212. Boy, I definitely have plays tomorrow for you guys on the show. I can't wait for WNBA to start this Friday. We did an hour on our show. Gotta be one of my favorite shows on the planet. with you guys, man, just doing this shit in general, bro. I love talking this shit. I hate the fact I missed yesterday, but you guys held it down. I like brothers do. That's my man Jay Money. That's my man Max. I'm your man King Real. We can't leave though until Jay close the shit out. You know how to do it, Jay.
Yes, sir. Man, let's say we didn't have any games today, but we got to get ready for tomorrow. Real Max, Mad Max, we're gonna call him Mad Max, J Money. We out, man. Well, let's cash some tickets, everybody. Y'all have a good night. And don't forget, let's say Alos Bookmakers.